What's up guys, welcome to another video at Movement Mechanics. In this video, I'm gonna advise some of exercises to Chris Bumstead so that he can change his training programs and be a better athlete as well as a bodybuilder. So let's dive deep inside this topic and give some advice to Chris Bumstead. Coming straight to the point of this video, I'm not going to talk any nonsense over here. I'm just going to start off with the first exercise to advise Bumstead to do in his training program. The first would be the Turkish Getup. Now, the Turkish Getup is a wonderful core dominating exercise, but it is extremely functional in nature and it doesn't just isolate your core muscles, it allows them to work in harmony, and that exercise is a wonderful exercise for Bumstead to add in his training programs. At the end of this video, I'm going to tell you why Chris Bumstead is not going to do this exercise, but still these are the exercises which I advise him to do in his training programs on consistent basis. The second exercise is another kettlebell exercise which Bumstead can do in his training programs, which is around the world in a kneeling position. Now, around the world is a beautiful exercise in order to brace your core and teach rotational ability, or how to control your rotational ability of the body. Because the kettlebell is going to swing all around the body, your core needs to be active all the time, and when I'm saying active, it needs to work in harmony. All the core muscles have to get engaged, have to be activated whenever that kettlebell is swinging around your body. And this is something which Bumstead can add up in his training programs and improve his bodybuilding game, improve his abs ability. Lastly, this is something which Bumstead must be doing in his training programs, but still I'm going to go ahead and advise him to do this. And it is a weighted plank. Weighted planks are commonly done by each and every athlete in the world in order to add extra weight into that plank, which teaches you how difficult it is to pass a minute. And Bumstead, I'm for sure, would be doing a weighted plank in his training programs. And I want him to continue doing the weighted planks because it is one of the best progression of just a normal plank. After a certain point of time, you get bored and your body gets adapted to a normal plank and you stop gaining gains from the plank. But if you add weight, it is going to be another game changer in your training programs, and Bumstead must be doing that. Alright, now it's time to understand why Bumstead may not take my advice for the first exercise in his training program. These are functional exercises and engage all the core muscles in harmony, and they allow the core to do the stabilization part, to maintenance of the posture part, etc. But what Bumstead wants on his bodybuilding platform or bodybuilding stage is to look ripped and to showcase his nice, strong, big biscuits. And how you can get nice, strong, big biscuits is by isolating them, doing exercises such as the planks, Russian twist, or some other derivative of the crunches, for example, the reverse crunch, and not the normal crunch. So these kind of exercises are going to be isolative in nature, and that is where Bumstead can be much more beneficial from a bodybuilding perspective. Secondly, does he has to go out and run? Does he has to go out and play football or whatever it is? He doesn't need to do that. He goes onto the floor and he poses in front of judges and he becomes a legend, which is a difficult task to do, but his needs are different. On the other hand, if you see from a long-term perspective, you need functional exercises in order to live a healthy life. So in the long run or here and there, Bumstead should be doing some of this functional exercise and not just stick to his isolative exercises all the time. The reason is you need to think about the future. You need to think about functionality. You need to think about movement after a certain point of time. And the only point or the only drawback of bodybuilding is mobility, flexibility and movements are often neglected into bodybuilding, because once you start focusing on these three aspects, then the muscular aspect of bodybuilding gets a backseat, and that is where your movement, your mobility, flexibility, stability, etc. are neglected. And doing these kind of exercises such as Turkish Getup, around the world, etc. can be beneficial some other time for bodybuilders. Alright guys, that's it for today's video, and I hope Chris Bumstead will take my advice in good faith. So if you have loved this video, make sure to like, the share, the subscribe, as well as the notification bell icon so that you never miss a video whenever I'm uploading a new one. Also, if you have got any doubts or comments regarding this video or any other video suggestions which you want me to give in the future, make sure to drop them in the comment section. Also, make sure you're sharing this video with Chris Bumstead so that he can take my advice or he can have a debate with me. Till then, see you in the next one.